EPA employees are told that the money will be used after the second coming of Jesus Christ or during Armageddon right before he would come again. The IRS would not view these as legitimate tax-exempt purposes.
This is not the church of Joseph Smith. This is the church of Jesus Christ.
Travis Wayne Goodsell. So, I'm kind of disappointed in ex-Mormons, the popular ones. Apparently, I'm the only one of you, and you don't even consider me part of you, who is covering the 60 Minutes segment on Mother's Day that we just had about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. 60 Minutes now owns the church. The church is now 60 Minutes is beep. I have never, ever seen 60 Minutes break down an interview segment. But they did it for the church. Let me read to you from YouTube. David Nielsen on why he reported the Mormon Church to the IRS in 2019. The church is firm. David Nielsen explains where funds from tithing go. David Nielsen's experience working for the Mormon Church's investment firm, and Bishop Christopher Waddell defends the Mormon Church's handling of its vast holdings. It's always just the clip. They didn't do it with any of the other clips that they did. I think there was one about whales or something. But, this was just beautiful. It was a masterpiece in destroying a fraudulent religion. The one that has gotten away with it since they were first destroyed by the United States in 1887. Finally, the press prevails. That's now the new meaning of Israel. Let the press prevail. If you do not know what I'm talking about and why I'm laughing, oh dear God, you are so out of the loop. And so I checked also to see who else is covering this. Very few of us. Very, very few. So we have Thoughtful Faith. They were doing a 3-part segment. And so this was in response to CNN, I'm assuming, because it's recent. Are there valid reasons for the church's financial privacy? Church's Finance, Part 3, a rerun. And some guy named Travis Wayne Goodsell, obviously a nobody, 60 Minutes again rips another hole in LDS church tithing. And Faithless Father, Mormon Church Investment Manager, says church is a hedge fund, not a charity. And they put the Book of Mormon on there. Oh my God. I can't get through to people. This is not the Church of Joseph Smith. This is the Church of Jesus Christ. How hard is that to figure? And then we have a Latter-day Saint on fire. Uh-oh. Are some Mormons going through a faith crisis right now? Because of the wrong faith? How hard was it to figure out that the learning of the Jews is not Christianity? That the Jewish Christ in the learning of the Jews is not Jesus. Even though you may see the name, and you may see a character with the name, it's not the Christian Jesus. How hard is this for you? Hell. But nonetheless, a Latter-day Saint on fire does an hour video. Oh, his spiritual witness was troubled. My response to the 60-minute report on church finances, #God, #Jesus, #Christianity. So he's probably trying to figure out a way to apologize for the church. They got owned by 60 Minutes, dude. You do not comprehend and appreciate the seriousness of this. 60 Minutes rules, and they've ruled for decades. Going to visit my Grandpa Goodsell up in Rexburg. Sunday evenings, he was always watching 60 Minutes. Always. That was his religion. Because we'd always go out to eat on Sundays, and so, yeah, it's steak and potatoes for dinner. It's what's for dinner. But 60 Minutes, and that's how I got influenced by 60 Minutes, was he was watching it, so I sat and watched it with him. And I was kind of liking what they were doing. Especially, is it Mickey Rooney, who would often close with a little somewhat comedic but insightful commentary at the end. But, yeah, good stuff. And so, yeah, for them to do this, I mean, the Associated Press was the bomb. They dropped the bomb on the church. And then the church tries to slap them in the face, and then the Associated Press comes back with the receipts. And the New York Times has done it to the church. Yep. So, you know. And then we have Thoughtful Faith. Exposed who benefits from all that money in the church's accounts. And this was part 1 of the 3-part. And then Nick Story with the Count from Sesame Street. In the cartoon version. The Mormon church is mad rich. And it's just a little short video. And then we have Philip DeFranco, and they're just some kind of a podcast, I think, and I'm sensing crazy psycho. I'm getting that vibe. from the thumbnail. But yeah, they're crazy, mad popular with over 500 views, 500,000 views. Dear God. So yeah, they're helping spread the word. But that church was only part of it. They're going, new leaks exposed, shocking betrayal, KSI, Hassan Piker, Vice, Mormon Church, TSA, Daniel Penny, and more. So yeah, people coming to watch some of the other stuff will hear about the church, depending on where the church is in the order that they talk about it. And then the only Utah press, I am surprised, because normally the Utah press gets permission if it goes national. Apparently, KUTV2 didn't get the message. Because they're the only ones that covered it. Church finance whistleblower calls Ensign Peak Advisors a clandestine hedge fund. Oh, the church is toast. The coast is toast. Oh, man, this was awesome. So, yeah, and the timing is very bad for the church, because we have a couple other Mormon stories, not about the church, but about Mormons of the church, and their murders, and those who've gone national as well. Lori Vallow being found guilty for the murder of the kids, and now it's heading off for the trial with the murder of her husband. And then you have the Mormon girl here in Utah who murdered her husband and then wrote a book on the grief she went through and how to get over it. How to murder your husband and feel grief in the public eye and get over it. Yeah, you got to get out of the church, Mormons. As much as you don't like it that I'm covering this and you're no longer listening, you put a thumbs down and you ran away and you're hiding now. I'm trying to protect you, trying to save your lives. I've been doing that this whole time. I warned you, it's gonna get ugly. Because when you have the whole world against you because of the church, because you chose to stay Mormon and stay in the boat that is sinking, they're gonna target you too. You got to leave the church. They are not true. There is no Jesus. You're wasting your life in the church. It is a fraud. It is a criminal corporation. It is not a religion. And so I've got a whole bunch of video segments lined up for today. Let's let this rodeo begin. I just finished season 4 this morning. And so we're getting to the first volume of season 5. But we'll see when I get to it, because we got a bunch of videos that I came up with last night.